Hey team, Coach Jenna here. Today I'm going to show you how to make hard-boiled eggs to perfection. I know that sometimes when you hard-boil your eggs and you go to peel them, you get chunks coming off with your eggs, and I absolutely hate that. You waste part of your egg, and I love eggs. So I'm going to show you a little tip that helps to kind of break that membrane of the egg when you're peeling off the shell, okay? So I still, old-fashioned, I use the stove. I don't have one of those little apparatuses that hard boil your eggs for you. But I just get a pot big enough to hold all of the eggs. I already have the eggs in here with the water. Fill the water line just until all the eggs are soaked into the pot. And I turn the stove on high right away. Once they start boiling, I'll note that time and I'll wait about 5 minutes. Keeping that heat on high, I'll let them boil for 5 minutes and then I'll turn the heat. Okay, so my eggs have been boiling for about 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat and move them to a different spot. A little tip that I found out also is I get a pot a little bigger than necessarily what I would need because the volume of water is expanded over a bigger surface area rather than getting a smaller pot where all that water needs to boil. So it kind of makes sense if it's expanded over a larger area, it boils a little bit quicker. So that's a little tip as well. But it took about 10 minutes for these eggs to start to boil, and then I left them boiling for about 5. So it's been 15 minutes. I'm going to let them cool for just a minute, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you this tip. Okay, so the next step, and kind of the little secret behind all of this, is putting them under cold water immediately. So I'm going to grab my eggs and transfer them to a strainer. Okay, I'm just going to kind of move this. Kind of get the water out. And immediately putting cold water into the pan. All right. So I'll do them all by hand quickly while the water's still running. Okay. Just soaking cold water on them. And what I'll do, I'll get some ice cubes and put them right on top. So this is what we have right now. Just the eggs in the strainer with ice cubes on them. I let the water run over them until the eggs were cool to touch. Okay, that's also a good tip. Make sure that the eggs are cool to the touch, and I let the ice usually sit on them for quite some time until the ice actually starts to melt, and then I will show you the finished product. Alrighty, so typically I'll put them back in the container, or if I'm meal prepping, I'll just keep them out and finish all of my prepping. But for this occasion, I'm going to show you exactly how easily that they crack and unpeel or peel. Alright, so you could tell that membrane is coming right off with the shell. I may not have waited long enough because the shell's still kind of soft, but it's coming right off. Voila, look at that. Perfect egg. Alrighty, I hope that this helped you guys. For anyone that was having issues with when you peel the eggs and half the whites come off, I hope that this was able to help you a little bit, and you guys make it a great day.